let's begin with the formal proceeding. Without further ado, may I invite Professor S.K.V. Jaikumar, Head of Department Computer Science, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you very much for all of you for having attended this program today. It's my privilege to welcome all of you today for this function. First and foremost, I take this great opportunity to welcome our respected Vice Chancellor for having accepted our invitation and being here as a president of this function. The VC has contributed many things to the university, especially for the Department of Computer Science. As we know very well, our department started its function from 1992. But since then, we have been functioning in various locations in the offices. But under this leadership, with the current Vice Chancellor, the Department of Computer Science has been given an exclusive working space, a new building for the department, which no other Vice Chancellor has given to the Department of Computer Science. We are really grateful to you for having given us such a wonderful infrastructure for the department exclusively. For that, I request all our students and faculty members to welcome you with a great applause. Trusted sir, we are recently admitted more than 70 students only for PhD. PhD scholars alone, we admitted 70. Remaining more vacancies are 40 more. So we are going to admit a few more candidates to fill up the entire vacancy under PhD. Not only on PhD, but also in MSc, MCA, MTech, we have admitted about 350 students. So totally in the current admission itself, about 350 plus 100, 450 students that we are admitting in this year. That amounts to almost, many department strength in our university, and we are a very strong workforce. And we have a good laboratory facility with a grant from the Vice Chancellor. But we also tell you that, whatever the university invests on our computer science, we will return it back with triple the investment in terms of the laboratory. We have that much human resources in the department. We have that much research ambience in the department. We have many of our helpers in the industry. So if any investment given to the Department of Computer Science in terms of advanced laboratories, we will be able to return it back twice, thrice the investment. Request you to offer such facility to the department, because we have about 150 scholars, including the earlier scholars working in the department. Many such facilities, if it is given to us, we will be able to do other consultancy projects and research projects. So I heartily welcome you, sir, to the function. The next in line, our Dr. Sushindran, who is a global head of AIP in Tata Consultancy Services. I recollect my days with AIP TCS with Professor Keshava Swami, head at Technopark Trivandrum in the year 1990s, 2000, where we worked in initial learning program of AIP. That is where it started with. We trained more than 3,500 students in ILP in my earlier organization. Now SAR is holding that position, head of AIP in TCS, that decides about all academic initiatives for universities and colleges. So he can conduct many technical programs to our students. He can also get benefits from our department, from the research and academic ambience what we have for TCSians. So once we are able to jointly collaborate, closely work with each other, we can do many projects together. And he is a doctorate in computer science. He also understands the research and requirement of research in academic activities. So he is a very apt person to be here, to be a chief guest today. I welcome you, sir. Amidst your busy schedule that you accepted our invitation, thanks for that. And Mr. Javagar. Mr. Javagar is a postgraduate in management from universities, St. Louis University. He has been working in automation, generative AI, no code, less code automation and things like that. He worked in many organizations as a CTO. He can contribute in terms of automation and many fintech related projects to our department. He is currently based at UK. He is a CTO in S4 Technologies. One thing that all of us can take it from Mr. Javagar is he spends more than 50% of his earning in learning new things and getting new certifications. I cannot list out the number of certifications that he has done. I have already shared the profile of Mr. Javagar. He says only part of it is given here. Already here 12, 13 certifications that what he has done in cloud, AI and all is listed, all from premier institutions. He is also an alumni of IIT Mumbai for his executive MBA program. So he is a continuous learner, continuous earner of certificates in latest trends. We all should, get that is an example, and we should upgrade ourselves frequently. So that personality is here. I welcome you, sir. Dr. Samuel, who is a pioneer in placement. We started in engineering colleges the placement activities in 1996, 1997. Since then, I welcome this both gentlemen, Dr. Samuel and Dr. Arunachalam, not only in Tamil Nadu but in the entire country. They are the senior most placement officers. Nobody else is in placement before them. They started the placement, they started the placement consortium, they started the group placement. Even for rural based engineering colleges who do not have an industry connect, these people created that connectivity. Dr. Samuel is placing more than 75,000 students in his career. And Dr. Arunachalam is placing tens of thousands of students in his career in placement in all leading MNCs and international organizations. They are very well experienced in placement, leaders in placement. They are very busy in not one industry, couple of industries, many industries. At a day they visit VIT and Sairam institutions for placement. In spite of that busy schedule, they are here, accepted our invitation to address you. Today it's only a beginning. All these personalities cannot share their entire knowledge on the single opportunity given to them. It's a beginning today. From today we will learn from them periodically. We will have that privileges to talk to them as and when we want. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, Dr. Samuel and Dr. Arunachalam. And first and foremost, I should have welcomed our research director, under whose leadership we are going to gain many more projects. Even today morning, Professor Chitralega madam was talking about the Sati project we have applied, and he is helping us to get the project, which is a very high level project that we are closely expecting for getting the fund sanctioned to our department. We are waiting for that. Please help us to get it. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to be part of it. And on top of everything, our Dean, Professor Sivasatya madam, the one advantage we have in the department is madam just concluded her headship. So we need not present any problem what we face in the department. She herself knows it. So she is in the next office to the head of the department's office. That close linkages with the Dean is a very costly affair probably in many departments. We have it in our department. Thanks for all the support which has been currently given, and we expect the same kind of support to the department. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation. Welcome you, madam. I welcome all the students from the other departments first. Before getting into our own department, I invited students from banking technology and other MBA departments who would get a lot of insights into academic initiatives from Sushi, and placement preparations from our dance of placements, Dr. Arunachalam and Samuel, and FinTech technical talk from Mr. Javahar. I welcome all of you from all the other departments and sister departments, and I also welcome all our first years who are onboarded this year for this academic year. From here onwards, your academic and research activities start. All the very best to all of you. I welcome all of you. And without mentioning all these people sitting in the front row, my department team, without them nothing can move in the department. I expect a good cooperation from all of you for running the department for next few years. So far the activities happening in the last few months is uncountable. Thank you very much for all the support. Thanks for attending the function. I welcome you all. I welcome all the others who are also there here from the press, media, video coverage, and etc. etc. Welcome all of you. I don't take much of your time. Many speakers are there. Thank you very much for the opportunity to welcome all these giants. Thank you.
The lamp, a timeless symbol of wisdom and enlightenment, stands as a guiding light leading us towards excellence and truth. As we kindle this flame, let us invoke the blessings of knowledge and insight to grace our endeavors. It's now time to invoke the blessings of knowledge and wisdom as we light the traditional Kuttuvilakku. So I request our esteemed guest to light the candle. Now let us move forward with the felicitation addresses. Today we are immensely honored by the presence of a visionary leader whose guidance and support have significantly shaped the trajectory of our academic journey. She is the recipient of the Nari Shakti Award 2017 from the President of India for her mobile innovation Mitra for women's safety. May I invite Professor S. Shivasatya, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, to share her thoughts with us.
Respected Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Gurmeet Singh, respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. K.M. Surendran, Global Head, Tata Consultant Services, Mr. Jawahar Govindraj, CTO, Head of AI and Automation, Dr. Samuel Rajkumar, Director, Career Development Center, VIT Vellore, Dr. L. Arunachalam, Dean Training and Placement, Sairam Group of Educational Institute, Chennai, and our own Research Director, Professor Joseph Selvin, and the Head of the Department, Professor S.K.V. Jayakumar, my faculty colleagues and dear student friends, very good morning to everyone present here. It's my immense pleasure to be here today to deliver the felicitations for this inauguration cum induction program. So with great enthusiasm and joy, I am standing before you to invite you all for this program, especially after this COVID. Conducting such events, a physical presence, with physical presence has become a rarest of the rare events because everything has been done through online, and I really feel very excited to see all of you physically present here. So thanks for organizing such an event, and I especially congratulate the Department of Computer Science, the head and the faculty members of the department for making this attempt and bringing our Vice Chancellor, with whose blessings and showers that we will be leading the path. So he will be leading our path and in all the endeavors. So as you know that he has been very, very supportive in whatever way he can, because whenever we went to the Vice Chancellor for anything, he simply used to say, just go ahead, I am there to support you. These words are really very motivating, and that has made us become better and better in all ways. So, and always with a sense of humor. He used to deliver his talk, and really we missed it during the COVID period because it was online, and with the sense of, though it was with a sense of humor, he used to drive the point correctly. So he's a beacon for all of us here, and the great support, the CAS promotions, so everybody has become professors right now, sir, with your blessings, and they're all really very happy and more motivated to do enormous work. So they have applied for the Margadeshan scheme, AICT projects, and so they are gearing up for all kinds of research activities in the department, sir. So thank you very much, sir, for all your support, and we wish the same to continue forever. Thank you so much, sir. And I also would like to thank our Research Director, Professor Sylvain, for taking his time and coming over here. I know that he's a repository of research projects. So he has umpteen number of research projects, and most of the funding that comes to the university is through him. So we congratulate him, and thank you, sir. You should be guiding us through to get more and more research projects in our department of computer science. So though I am talking as a dean, say I belong to the Department of Computer Science, and I feel that I am more close to the department than being in the School of Engineering and Technology. So whatever I wish or approach for, I'll be for the department as always. So thank you, sir. And next I would like to welcome Professor Susindran and all the other dignitaries who have taken their time and coming here for this inauguration cum induction program. So this is a kind of like, so first of all I would like to congratulate all the students who have qualified for the CUTE exam and who had made their way to this esteemed institution. So their dedication, hard work and perseverance has made them get this opportunity to study in this esteemed institute. So actually you are in the doorstep of a wonderful journey ahead. It's a remarkable journey that I should say, because it's going to change you, it's going to transform you into a kind of a professional or an adult. So you've been in your college days and you've been very playful probably, and then the transition has happened. So before getting into the industry, you have to get yourself transformed. So this kind of a transformation, you are in the doorstep of a remarkable journey which is going to transform you, which is going to push your boundaries of knowledge into new horizons. So that is what you should aim for, and you are lucky that you are into this institute, into this department of computer science, which has got a very erudite set of faculty members who has got the skill and research focus, who will be motivating you, encouraging you and training you in all aspects, not only in academics, like we also provide a fertile ground for your personality development and all-round development in case. And moreover, like you can see that once you have entered into this department, you can see a diversity. So you should be able to embrace the diversity, because you have students from all walks of life, from the length and breadth of the country, and each one with their own rich experience, their culture and whatnot. So you should try to accommodate with them and enhance your collective learning experience. So that is what I wish to say for this juniors who has made their way into this department. So set your aspirations high so that you will learn more and more, and you have to dream, explore and push your boundaries for getting more and more knowledge. So we have a plethora of learning avenues, say in terms of workshops, seminars, discussion forums, placement and all these things, and it is up to you to get the best out of it, because as you know that unless and otherwise you ask, nothing will be given. Knock and it shall be opened, ask and it shall be given. That's what you know, isn't it? So you have to pull. There's always a kind of push-pull strategy that you would have studied in computer science. So rather than we pushing everything into you, it is who has to pull everything from us. So that is what I always see. It's a healthy learning environment. So that is what I advise you. And these are all facilitated by the department, and this inauguration is a prelude to all of these things, because this is what shows you like how the department is bubbling with various activities. So if I remember that we have been doing many activities like this, like in the past year we had around 20 or more seminars, workshops, we organized an international conference, refresher courses. So all those things were done very silently, but it doesn't attract people. So this kind of an event, so thank you sir, thank you Professor Jayakumar for bringing this kind of an event with our Vice Chancellor, and hats off to all the faculty members for working for this particular event. So congratulations to each and every one of you. So my heartfelt thanks to our Vice Chancellor for his consistent support and well wishes, and his Midasi touch will definitely give us a big boom, and we assure you sir that the department will flourish with all the support from the stalwarts who are present here, because we know that this industry academia interface is pivotal in fostering innovation or training the new generations or training the future workforce. So that will be given by the stalwarts today, and I need not mention what they will be offering you, so you can listen from them. So wish you all the best. So once again have a wonderful and pleasant learning experience in this 2 years or 3 years, and all the best. Thank you.
Today, we are also honored to be in the presence of an eminent luminary whose unwavering commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and groundbreaking research has illuminated our academic path and set a new standard of excellence within our institute. May I request Professor Joseph Selvin to share his thought with us.
Very esteemed and most respectful Professor Gurmeet Singh, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Professor Sivasatya Madam, respected Jayakumar, and dignitaries, Dr. Susindran, Dr. Jehovar, Govindaraj, Dr. Samuel Rajkumar, Dr. Arnachalam, and Madam Sunitha Madam, and respected colleagues and dear students. So I would give you some insight and then give you what is R&D's role in Pondicherry University. See, actually in 96, probably I completed my MSc and entering into PhD. That time there is a competition between two fields. That competition is known as BT versus IT. So BT means life science, we represent biotechnology, and IT means information technology, means all computer science, everything together, we usually say IT. So that time there was, did you remember 96, the physiology, Nobel Prize physiology given to a technology known as RNAi. That time the world richest man is, Microsoft. So there was a feeling that the RNAi will be the topest technology. Because that given the Nobel Prize, and people said that because RNAi means any disease can be cured without any medicine. It's a gene silencing technology. Then every world is amazing. Yes, we're going to be, the BT will be the topper, the IT will be the second. So these are all going together. But unfortunately, RNAi is not obvious. We are working with biological system. You are working with missions. Your calculations are precise. Our calculations are not precise. It is not possible to be precise, make it precise. So thereafter, the biotechnology is evolving at the time of genomics in 2000. By the same time, the genomics with the large scale data, now computer science have a largest play. By another side, computer science is evolving with AI and robotics. So now the robotics and AI are the two eyes of computer science. Everything like you cannot imagine. Like see in medicine, we are going through many type of scanning. So you know that now going to be with eye scan, we can detect anything. So that's the way the two technologies are going together. It is with the humanity. In another side, see, very recently I given a talk, like usually we give public talk, do you know that Elon Musk? So the important one of the project is known as Neuralink. That is human-computer hybrids. So we thought that initially this is not possible. Human-computer hybrids are not so easy. But it's just a 1 millimeter chip implanted in our brain. Our brain can interface with computer. So it was successful with big experiment and FDA approved it. It's very amazing. So usually if it is very, very successful, what's going to happen? Now you are assembled here. So another one, maybe I don't know, it will not take a long time. Another few years of time, what will happen? The chip implanted to every brain, you do not come back. All the books, everything directly downloaded into our brain. So I was imagining, what about classrooms? What about teaching? So we will think about, these are all, we are going to face the challenges. So this is one side, you will amaze with, because there are a lot of stalwarts here, they will make you much further about the discoveries happening today. So next is actually second part is, what is R&D, Research and Development Cell in Pondicherry University. So I just start with, because I almost 12 years of experience, first 6 months in Pondicherry University, no troublesome period. So that time one file goes to a vice chancellor office will take 3 months of time. But for six years, within one day, I never got a single query with my 12 project happened in Pondicherry University. Everything is positive. So you are feeling about positive vibration, no, just to go around the vice chancellor office, you will get it. So everything is positive, everything goes through positive. So now see the R&D is what we are doing there. So not only projects, we are very particular about, actually we have almost 500 independent projects, independent fellowship. Now 70 PhDs inducted here. So my vision is, I have 2 years of time. Within these 2 years, these 500 should be doubled into 1,000. Means independent scholarship as well as postdoctoral fellows in Pondicherry University, our output become doubled. So that means the 70 you can explore, there are 20 different independent fellowship opportunities, means like JRF net, you will get around 30,000 plus HRA, 40,000 per month for a PhD scholar. More than 20, and I have gone through 32 postdoctoral opportunities. You will get 61,000 beginning plus HRA. So there are ample opportunities. People are, almost all my PhD students become independent fellows. So you have a lot of even single site fellowship, Prime Minister fellowship, everything. Please explore it, exploit it, enjoy it. Wish you all good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before we commence with our insightful speeches, we have the privilege of presenting memento as a token of appreciation to our eminent dignitaries for their valuable presence and contribution today. Let us first invite Professor Ravi to felicitate the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Gurmeet Singh, expressing our gratitude for his invaluable guidance and support to the institution.
morning, friends, and thank you very much for very kind words about me. Well, all my colleagues who are here from the university and on the dais, and Professor Suchendran, Dr. Suchendran, Dr. Johar, Dr. Samuel, Dr. Arun Ladaram, and well, as I said, all other colleagues and faculty members sitting here. It's a delightful occasion because one of those very rare things when we have so many stalwarts in terms of placements coming here to guide our young minds. And when I was sitting and listening and thinking about what is to be said, my mind went back to 1989 when I went to a university called Egerton in Kenya. There's a town called Njoro, about 200 kilometers from another big town called capital city Nairobi, and another nearest big town used to be Nakuru. It's a hilly town where this university was located, set up by Americans and Italians, and they wanted some staff members, and we were all taken there, some Europeans and some people from India as well, where I had the good fortune of joining there to develop their own department. And we were in 89, you will probably, most of you would not know, and some of our friends also may not be knowing, the state of computers in our country. Banking and railways were thinking about getting into computerization, and they were facing a lot of resistance from the employees. I remember Railway Men's Federation of about 1 million staff went on strike, that if they come in, what is going to be happening to us? And similarly, banking employees, if you remember, time and again went on strike. They said, no, if this comes in, we'll all be jobless. Now, I'm not getting into the details, but I'm just telling you, look at this scenario now. Have we rendered anybody jobless? No. We have become more efficient. Where you used to stand in queue for hours together to get your railway ticket, and when you have, due to some circumstances, you need to change the program, it used to be an impossible thing. And if you need to cancel your ticket, it used to be another nightmarish experience. Same was banking. For getting a check in cash, maybe half an hour or more. Depositing money, same story. And used to sweat in a very crowded area, very little place used to be there. But now what is this story? Everybody knows. Sitting in your desk, you can get everything. Not only here, if you have an account somewhere else, anywhere in the world, you can get access to this. So that is the story of computers. What you are doing now, I'm just telling the young minds, now, if you are thinking you are going to get into one of these placements, well, maybe you will get into that, but where you are going to be heading to, you do not know. 50% of young minds now who are entering into the first year would not know that by the time you clear your university exams here in 3, 4, 5 years' time that you'll be spending, you do not know where you are going to be landing yourself into. Couple of things I'll tell you very quickly because time doesn't permit me to give you long details. So I was talking about Egerton, and that was the time, as I said, we never had, I got a computer for my own research groups, first time in 1992, and that was an XT. After that 80 came, and then that 384, 484, all those series came, and the first program that we used to use was, if I remember correctly, was the WordPerfect 4. And when I went to Kenya, we had just started using it. And since they were being aided by Americans and Italians, they had remarkable computer units. And I remember I had to present a paper in Japan in my own science. And they sent 6 papers. They said everything has to be fitted into this. Not a word this side, that side. And some deadline they had given. So I was wondering how to do it. I tried, I failed miserably because I was never into this. Had I been in Delhi, probably somebody would have helped me. So in Egerton, I went to computer science department, and there was a very young lecturer. His name was Ulishe, I remember very clearly. Very handsome, good fellow. I said, this is my problem. He says, don't worry, I'll come down. And he went with me to library, took my text and started fitting into whatever those conference people had sent. Believe me, he was such a perfectionist that half a millimeter this side, if a letter was going, he said, no, I'm not satisfied, I'll do it again. So he spent about good 40 minutes with me, did everything, and that's about it. I said, well, shall I acknowledge? He said, nothing doing, I have done it, I am in the computer science, I am meant for that. Then in that paper towards the end, I said, I am grateful to so-and-so for rendering whatever assistance. And he got angry, he says, no, I don't want any credit, absolutely nothing. I am here, university has provided me job, some government has given us the system, I have helped you out about it. That's about it. And whenever we'll meet, we'll greet very pleasantly, have a cup of coffee together, talk about computers. And the other part, why I'm mentioning this is for everybody sitting here. The other part, it was there were 11 staff members there. They would always be on their toes. Anywhere, we had computers everywhere there. Even the lab assistant, junior mode lab assistant in that university had a good system, powerful system. So they will be always on their toes. If wiring is loose, this is not working, that is not working. They were working in absolute unison along with the computer science department and computers section, which would maintain all of them, whether it is Pro-Vice Chancellor's office or Vice Pro-Vice. There used to be 3 Pro-Vice Chancellors. Pro-Vice Chancellor Academics, Finance and Administration, and Extension, who would look after the research. And the campus was so big, we didn't have much transport. They had cars, of course, but that's how it is. It was a hilly area. So they'll rush from one side to another, and that was one of the probable reasons that they were very fit. Not only that, when they could not manage, they had their students, MSc students. But research scholars were very few in that university. So they will send them that, look, this is the problem, that is the problem. Result was that they were such a good set of experts. I rarely, during my stay of 2 years, had anybody coming outside to do any help. That is what is needed. If a computer science department says, I am computer science expert, it is the job of the computer section, or what do we call, whatever. So they will do it, or that computer section will say, I am hardware expert, I do not know anything about software. You have to call somebody else. Rather than trying your hand at that, nothing stops you. But that's what is needed. That is what it was there. 20 years down the line, 89, 99, 2009, when I went there second time to find out where our friend Olishe and others are, believe me, none of them were there, including some of the lab attendants, they were not there. They were all in US and Europe. Olishe has a huge computer unit in US, making billions. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you have the urge to work, to do something, you will never look back. Coming down to the second side of the story, which Joseph is saying, he joined in, 2006? 96? 2011. 2011 is just 11 years back. Not a long enough time, let me tell you. So if he could get projects, what stops others? And it is pathetic when I talk to some people. Somebody said, we are grateful, sir, you have made everybody professor. I have made everybody professor not out of any charity. My only concern is that you have all served here for 20 years plus. Now, it is a stroke of luck that you are here and somebody has gone into TCS or other companies and their salary would have been probably 50 times more than what you are getting. But had you been there and had they been here, story would have been same. What I'm trying to tell you is, they are there and I don't think that they would be relaxing like what we do. They are on the tenterhook all the time. They are result oriented. They have to give reports, and if they are not performing, I think the doors are always open, isn't it? Nobody says it's closed. Nobody tells you, nobody shows you the door. Probably here the thing is, having joined once, we think this AC is mine, this room is mine, university is mine. Why should I bother about it? Why should I look at anything else? That attitude has to change. Now, a word about why I have made everybody professor. My thoughts are that whatever 20 years, 10 years, 15 years you have spent, if you have not done anything till now, nothing is late in life. Begin right now. If Joseph can get a project, why can't you get it? What is the reason that 40% of our staff have never even applied for a project? That hurts me. So the purpose was that, well, if you haven't got anything in life earlier and that has depressed you, Now is the time, on the sheer strength of whatever you have done, we are giving you promotion. It is time for you to take off. Even if you have 5 years in life, 5 years is a long enough time. Take off and do something. And that do something would come in when your friend has a problem, go and look at it. When the computer in library is not working, go and look at it. Don't bother about this is not my research project, this is not my area. That additional thing that you will do will give you a practice to move on in life. That is what is needed. If we start doing this way, you will find we will not be what we are right now. We would be what Japan is. Somewhere there was a interview by Mr. Narayana Murthy. He said the youngsters should work 70 hours a week. And there is a hue and cry. What is it? 70 hours means 9 to 9. And think about it. It is not only that you are physically there, in your mind that 10 hours of work, if you do it, it is more than enough, but that is not what is happening. That's why I'm saying the youngsters will not know what job they are going to be in 3 years from now. Things are changing so fast. Enormous changes are there. Whatever data people had collected in the last 25 years, twice the data has now come in the last 1 year. So that's the thing, and if you don't look at it, probably you would lag behind. I'll give you another story, actual fact. I had a research scholar called Himanshu Sharma. She joined with me, and I am an electrochemist. We were working in some area, and she said, "Sir, I want to work in quantum dots." I said, "Well, I don't have much expertise, but you start, we will work together." Believe me, we worked with somebody's help. She did PhD with me. She worked on quantum dots. Her thesis is still with me. I'm not exaggerating. I've never put it earlier. The work that she did and the Nobel Prize, which has now gone, it is in the same area. It is on record. I'm not, the work we published at that time is a part in that direction. That thesis is with me. Anybody is welcome. Himanshu Sharma. And after doctorate, she gave 1 or 2 lectures. One was in Indian Institute of Science in a conference where I was also present. Many people presented the papers. And when that young lady presented, what a thunderous paper it was, everybody appreciated it. So this is the way it should be. And that lady is in US now. Wherever you Google, you will find how well she has done it. What I'm trying to tell you is, it is your internal urge that if you want to do something, nobody stops you. And here, if you start this approach, in my computer science or in my management department, we bought 80 computers last year. They are lying on the floor and nothing is working. We should have the urge to find out. My staff can go, my lab staff can go, my research students can go. Look at it. After all, if somebody comes in who is a BSc technically qualified fellow, if he could repair, we are all qualified researchers with PhD degrees and other experiences. Why can't we render that assistance? If that spirit of camaraderie comes in, spirit of sense of cooperation comes in, probably we will be what others are. We have best of the brains, let me tell you. You are not less than Japanese or Swedish or anybody. You are far better than them because they may not be able to put in 10 hours of work without food. I'm telling you, if 4 hours they work, they require a cup of coffee, they require a burger. I have seen my Indian friends here, elsewhere abroad, 18, 19 countries that I visited. Our friends are the ones who will go on for 12 hours without even looking at what time is it. That is the brilliance we people have which others lack. So encash on that. I said nothing is late in life. Begin wherever. These placements is one side of the story which will be a kind of a recognition and acknowledgement that yes, you are brilliant enough, we will hire you, we will give you this chance. Now it is for you to perform with them. If they take you and you are not going to do anything, they will also regret and they will also have a bad opinion or a kind of an thought in the mind that, well, Pondicherry University is not what we used to think. But if you perform, they'll say, well, this is a place where brilliant minds are being produced. And it is a fact, let me tell you. There is nothing better. They will all agree with me sitting here. There can be no better ambience than what we have. Lush, green, beautiful campus, no pollution, no worries of any kind, and a very open-minded set of staff and students for discussions. Why can't you grow in this? If you cannot grow in such an atmosphere, I think the blame will only go to you, nobody else. These people are only people who are providing a shoulder for you to move further. Make use of this opportunity. I'm glad this has come in your way. Now, you have got the opportunity to interact with some of the best minds here. People have come from TCS. Now, TCS, I don't know how many of you, including computer science faculty here, have looked at the history of this TCS. Tatas are not God, let me tell you. They have a very sincere approach. They look at something which is needed in our country and they begin in that direction. And they excel. They excel because of the sense of sincerity that they have. I always tell, we should be offering our gratitude from the core of hearts to these Parsis who chose to stay in India. They could have gone to France, let me tell you. That was their heritage. They stayed here, and let me tell you, you pick up any group, Pestanji, Godrej, anyone, they have excelled. And they have excelled not for themselves, for the country. When I did my master's, my dad gave me a watch. We never had it at that time. And he stood in queue in New Delhi, in front of Patel Chowk. There is a building which is still, you'll find it is in HMT. So HMT watches were started manufacturing in our country. And they declared HMT Janta is the first watch, which Pandit Nehru also used to wear. My father, who was a very senior officer, stood in the queue for 1.5 hours. Many people offered, sir, we'll get you. He said, no, I'll go and get it. And he got me HMT Janta for 87 rupees for me, which I used for a very long time. Those were the days. For buying a watch, we used to stand in queue. Then Tata's thought, why should we not have our own venture? HMT Janta, HMT Citizen, 1 or 2 models they had, which was selling like anything. And the dials used to be made by a company called Kamla Dials in Chandigarh. So this is the way we were making. So Tata started thinking that why can't we do it ourselves? If Japanese can have hundreds of models, why can't we have it here? And then they started a company called Titan, Timex, and one more I'm forgetting. People said, why Tatas are entering into watch business? What are they going to do? What will they be doing in this? And let me also tell you, it's a data, you can look at it. Tata's shares in the market remained, 10 rupees share remained for, it was hovering in the range of about 6 rupees to 9 rupees for good 5-7 years. People used to tell, purchase these shares, they are going to be of enormous value. 6 rupees last 3 years, 7 rupees, 9 rupees. No, I'm giving you this as an exercise. Please look at the history of this. History of Tata's, TCS, history of Timex, Titan, how they moved. And now, if anybody gives us any watch and somebody gives us a good model of Titan, we prefer that. And you can see what a range they have given. And not only here, you go to any store in the world, Tata's products compete with them. Am I right or not? This is, if they could do it, why can't we? And one man has come from TCS. So what I'm trying to tell you is everything is possible. All that you need to do is to show your utmost sincerity. I'm not saying don't be a family man. I'm not saying don't go for music, don't go for movies. Do everything. But whenever you do anything here for the university, do it with 100% focus. That is important. If you put in 3 hours here, with absolute focus, that will be equivalent to 30 hours. That is required. So if somebody is not given a project, think about it, what area you can work in. Spend 4 or 5 hours, you will get ideas. You can write a project. There are enough funding agencies, funding private organizations who will be willing to do it. Only thing is, we need to do it. Somebody thinks, I have not done anything, I am going to be good for nothing. This Vice Chancellor only gives sermons, doesn't do it. Well, we have tried working on certain things, we have been successful. I'm telling you with my own experience that everything at any stage of life is possible. So when I gave up and came here, I had a lot of difficulties. PhD examiners were not being fixed for 2 years, 2.5 years. Guides were not bothered with examiners have been fixed or not. your research scholars are your minds. And if this is the way you will allow them to rot, what impression you will have, and what a terrible man-hours will be wasted. So anyway, whatever we did, I'm not going to get into that. It's possible to streamline. And I am saying, there was an air marshal. He was very fond of running. And he never got time during his career to go for long runs, marathon runs. But he had an urge to go in that area. So he retired at the age of 56. After that, he had a passion for this. He started going. People said, "What are you going to do?" He says, "No, I'm going to do marathon running." And in 1 year, he did enough practice. He started participating in events. He won many gold medals. And then ultimately, to motivate youngsters like you, he wrote a book. I'm forgetting his name, pardon me. The book was Run, Run and Run. That's all. So he said, nothing is late in life. You can begin anything and you can achieve great laurels. So he is still active, guides our athletes, and enjoys that passion. Anything that you enjoy will take you very far. So start enjoying your profession of computer science. You are in a very good subject. How things are going to go, it's going to be amazing, I'm telling you. You have just heard the example of a chip being put into your brain. Where has it come? Have you ever come across that paper? Somebody has looked at it and he's put it to you. That's what I want you to do in your spare time, and you don't have to go to library for that. Everything is there in your palm. Make use of that. So these are the thoughts I thought I'll share, that if you have semblance, an iota of sincerity in your mind, let me tell you, sky will not be the limit for you. You can reach any heights. And same goes for our faculty also. If you have not done anything till now, you have wasted your life in Pondicherry University. 50 years, not a single project, 1 or 2 research papers. Don't worry, now start. You have an experience. The best experience that one can get is when you teach in the class. And that fortune, only you have it. It is only through teaching that you get the best of clarity. So what you have, these people probably would not have got it. So make use of that, collaborate with them. Whatever they require, you provide. Whatever these people require, you provide them. It is a two-way traffic. Then putting together, we can take our country to any heights. As I said, sky will not be the limit. Others will tell you, if you do this, sky will be the limit. Sky will not be the limit. Please do that. Make best use of their presence here. Interact with them. Sort out your problems. Think of what you can do. And then you will find, whenever from here, 10 years down the line, wherever you are, you will remember that I said few things which probably you will appreciate. May not be now, but 10 years from now. That's it. I am glad, delighted that computer science has taken this initiative for the benefit of our youngsters. This placement in their career would be a small step. But this small step will turn out to be, you never know, you may be another Tata in future, but you have to work like Tata. You have to work like Birla. You have to work like Godrej. Till now also, they put in 22 hours, I'm telling you, out of 24 hours. That 3 hours that they sleep, I do not know, there was an article by Godrej few years back. Then when I sleep, I look at my balance sheets, my accountants, my financial managers' comments. And this, when they thinking this, they go to sleep, and when they get up after 2.5 hours, they are fresh for another day. That's what I want you to do it. Dream about what you have to do. Start doing it, you will find that you got into this kind of an event which led you to where you have to be. God will help you. Start initiating yourself into this, and you have an opportunity today. One of the opportunities, there will be many more also, but encash on this. Don't waste this. Interact with them. Don't allow them to stand and chat very freely. Disturb them as much as you can, and then you will find you would have made the best use of this day. Thank you very much for inviting me, and God bless all of you.
It's a moment of great anticipation as we're prepared to hear from our esteemed chief guest for the day. Today's chief guest is Dr. K.M. Sachandran, the Global Head for TCS Academic Interface Program. He has over 27 years of experience, of which 19 is in HR. he has consistently achieved business alignment and strategic outcome in HR function. Let's welcome Sir to share his thought with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Vice Chancellor, sir, respected Dean Research and Development, and respected Dean Academic, and my dear friend Professor Jayakumar, and my dear fellow speakers, Mr. Dr. Samuel, Dr. Arunachalam, and my dear professors and students of this great university. It's my I'm honor and my pleasure to be here. It's almost a decade back I came here, and I'm here again. And this is a wonderful opportunity. I've been talking to Dr. Jayakumar, and he said I think the right opportunity to come and address the students. Right? I think I was more than addressing the first year academic start of the master degree courses. I felt happy I'm part of this research and development inauguration, right? I think that is a cell inauguration. So research and development is always close to our company's heart and my heart, and without that, I think we cannot improve anything, right? I think that is a core of any country or any organization. So I felt happy. It is my honor to be here again. And before I start, I'll give you. I would like to thank the professors here, and not only here and across the world, for helping us to build companies like TCS, because you are instrumental. And last, at least when I joined TCS, it's 5,000 employees. Today it is more than 6 lakhs employees. And it's all because of the academic professors. They created the fresh minds in this country. I'd like to thank all the professors and the academicians, and in fact the students here, for helping us to grow. The IT industry is possible. It is because of the professors in the academia here. And same like Dr. Samuel and Arunachalam, they have been the legends here. And any placement as a career, they started in this country. And before that, I don't think it is placement as a career has been started. They started this. And I really acknowledge their efforts, and they are all instrumental in building the academic and industry collaboration in this country. Thank you, all of them. So today, I think, even though the time is limited, I just run it through what I have been feeling about the country and what we are expected, right? And we have, the world is going through a lot of challenges, right? World is going through a lot of challenges, and you know, the last, especially 9, 8, 10 months, it's been a very challenging environment we have in this world. It is going to be there for this decade. That is, it is going to be there. So a lot of challenges will be there. The power struggle will be there. Wars will happen frequently. But we are in a country where we are progressing a lot. Our GDP is progressing a lot. Our growth is progressing a lot. And we built the right infrastructure in the last at least few decades, right? And the last at least 5, 6 years or 10 years, we built a wonderful digital infrastructure, which is going to be the core for a developing nation, right? And our Prime Minister already set a visionary, I think he made a visionary statement, and the entire country is working towards this. By 2047, India is going to be the developed nation, right? We are in the Amritkal period of this country. What it means is, you will not understand, you will not appreciate what we have been having unless you know the world situation now, right? I think the world, even the developed countries, they are going through challenges. UK, US, the prime rates and the real estate, everything is going for a toss, right? But we are in a better position. We have the wonderful digital public infrastructure. UPI, this is whatever I think your GPay or mobile and all the things, right? I think mobile pay. Have you ever imagined? I don't think I never imagined in my lifetime we would be doing this, right? When a vendor and fruit seller and even I think marriage hall also they accept the GPay. So everywhere the GPay is accepted, the UPI, the platform is set. Some of the world's developed countries, I don't think they have this kind of deep impact on the way we have had, right? So that's why I think it is TCS played a major part in building that UPI infrastructure. Whatever the infrastructure was created, TCS played a major part in that, building that infrastructure. Not only that, I think we built a major part in the passport seva. Now 5G, we are working towards that. So all these infrastructures are very important India to become a global power, right? We are there. And we are already the largest exporter of IT services. IT services is the backbone of India's growth in the last few decades. It is going to be that same in the coming years also. And India is the third largest unicorn startups. And the Honorable Vice Chancellor was talking about, not about the placements in the companies. He encouraged all of you to start your own startups or build your own research projects that will become the startups, right? He mentioned that. So that is there, and India is the third largest unicorn startups. Unicorn means 1 billion plus, right? That is the key. US is 600 plus unicorn startups, and China is 300, India is 66. That means we have an opportunity to grow. So with this, I am very, very confident, and a lot of our industry veterans and my fellow seniors also very confident about India's growth. And why? Because we have STEM graduates, the lakhs of STEM graduates, 15 lakh STEM graduates are coming out of India every year, right? And the supportive ecosystem which we built, right? I think Atal, innovation labs or design thinking or the new NEP, and some of the professors would not agree with me now. The NEP is going to change the way the education is going to be there. So there will be a lot of challenges. The change management is going to be key, but it will be there. The strong growth I just mentioned, India is the place to be in the next few decades or the next 100 years, right? And Professor was talking about TCS. We are almost 29-30 billion organization, and we are the largest IT exporters, and which again you can Google it, but this slide I don't think you will be able to find anywhere, right? And we started this academic alliances or academics interface program because we always felt giving back to the society or academia is very, very important. The strong collaboration between industry academia is a key for the industry success. So we started this 22 years back, this function, right? So every year we almost more than a lakh and half students we touch through our various programs. We have designed our own, I think, curriculum based courses like computer science and business system, and we have MSc data analytics, cyber security, all those things. We designed so many things, and we have our leaders are in different boards, and we help the academia to change the curriculum based on the industry needs, right? And more than 56,000 faculties got benefited in the last 3 years alone. That's how I think we ensure the faculties are the important factor in our collaboration. So since it is a research inauguration cell, I prepared a few slides. and my friend, I think he is going to talk about this generative AI. I will skip that part, and but just note down these points, and we can talk about this little later in detail. And so what I am talking about is this industry not change much, but the new technologies I think they came in the last few years. Even though artificial intelligence research has been there for last 50 years or so, only in the last 5-6 years the AI has taken a momentum, right? Now the generative AI, the large LLM models have taken a big leap in the AI research, and everyone is talking about chat GPTs, and India is creating our own GPT versions, right? I think IITs are playing a major role. And so that is a key for success. Like each state is creating their own LLMs, and each company is creating a LLM. So that is a one area which my friend is going to talk about it, right? I think he is going to talk about it, and but I am going to talk about one important area, which is cyber security. And in this, I think I am going to offer. We are partnering with leading cyber security companies, and we have come up with a course, which is cyber security course, which is accepted by AICTE. And if you take that course, and your credits will be given, and it is a online plus offline model course, and along with the certification, it is $300 worth of certifications, and which will be identifying a select students of this institute. We will they can be part of the cyber security, right? The cyber security is one area where everyone should be aware of it. And the last at least in January to this year, January to March itself, 500 million cyber attacks we prevented in India. So every day, one out of 4 accounts in bank accounts gets compromised, right? So cyber security is one area where all of us should be aware, all of us should become an expert. This is one area we have a lot of demand in the coming months and years. Zero trust is the concept in cyber security. Most of you would be knowing it, and we are partnering with, I think, like I mentioned, one of the leading company, which you will be getting a chance to enroll that course. And if I think maybe if your university syllabus is aligned, you will get a credit for that also, right? I think that we are going to do that. So the examples which I am putting it here is the Indian examples. We have a lot of global examples, but what I am putting it is a Indian example. Aadhaar has helped a lot for our, I think, for a country like India to offer the citizen services, and the deduplication logic of the Aadhaar implementation is built by TCS. So what I am saying is, we have the power, the UPI and the passport seva, all the things. We have the capability to build that digital infrastructure, which finally helps the citizens of this country. Finally, whatever we are doing, if it is going to help only select set of people, it is not going to help. So whatever we build, and the TCS or companies like Infosys and others, whatever we build, it is going to help. It is already helping citizens of each and every country. That is a key here. And like the second point which I mentioned, cyber attacks. So you need to be aware of it, how to prevent, and what are the infrastructure we need to put, what are the technologies we need to bring in, what are the new algorithms we can bring in. And now IoT is going to be the key here. The last few like 4 or 5 years, China is building trillions of IoT devices. That means they can, through that devices, they can infiltrate whatever we are going to use, right? So imagine, so that's why I think our Prime Minister again launched the Atmanirbhar. The manufacturing hub has to be created in India. Unless we create that manufacturing hub, it is going to be a big challenge, because during the Chinese incursions, through the IoT camera, our friends, Chinese guys, they infiltrated our power stations, right? I think there were a lot of power attacks. I think our power station got attacked by Chinese hackers. So imagine the trillions of IoT devices are being built by, I think manufactured in China. They can easily plant anything. Like our professor was talking about putting a one chip in your brain. Similarly, I think unless we build our own Atmanirbhar kind of stuff, I don't think it is this attacks will keep on coming. So that is a key for our success, right? The other last two are the research area problem statements. Maybe I can share it later. So how I built, I think this presentation is what is happening, what are the Indian examples in that area, and what are the research topics in that area, right? You can take and we can collaborate and see how we can build papers or I think research projects. Similarly, blockchain, it is a most used word few years back, but the last 1 or 2 years, I'm not seeing the traction, but the blockchain infrastructure is definitely going to help fintech industry. I think he's the right person to talk about it. And but farmers are getting benefited through this the Dharani project in farmers, and land registration is already happened in Andhra, Telangana especially. They already implemented the land registration processes through blockchain. So that means no one can cheat, no one can claim it is this is my land or others' land. So that is the blockchain, one of the good use cases. And TCS, we are exploring with ABN AMRO and see how the blockchain infrastructure can help their fintech operations, right? I think that we are working on it. So the problem statement which I can put it to you is, how can blockchain be used to enable new technologies such as IoT and AI? I think it is generative AI. So you need to think about this. So some of the problem statements, I can share this with Professor Jayakumar. You take and see how we can do research projects in this line, right? IoT is my favorite topic in the last few years, and because this is where the future is. Already Tata Power, we have been using IoT sensors to determine when the outage will happen and how to prevent it, and better efficiency, how to give 99.99% service to the Tata Power consumers, right? I think that is also there. Mahindra has come up with a wonderful idea, and they have that, I think, agriculture, I think, devices, I think, machines, I think. So what they have done is, they embedded that, I think, during their the chips, the sensors, and during the farming, it will identify the soil moisture and other details of that particular land, and it will give right inputs or to the farmers on what are the crops they can put, what are the improvements they can make. So all those things are possible. It is already it is there we have done it in India, so you can use it. So so in IoT, in the normal database are not going to be useful, because IoT, imagine this room will be having hundreds of IoT devices, and each one is sending tens of, I think, hundreds of data in a second, right? I think how to handle the data and how the edge computing is going to play a major role in sending the right information to cloud, because if you store all the data into the cloud, your cloud cost will become costly, or your server cost will become costly. So you need to identify what is the right data, the edge computing, and the IoT, and the real-time database have to be built. I think I advise one of the company which they are building this real-time database for things. Things is IoT, right? So they are building this. So it is a very, very interesting topics, and your health and your even diabetics patient, based on your sensors, only the right amount of injection will be, I think, put in your body, instead of you are putting the injection in the morning and evening. So you'll become your immunity will be compromised. So that, I think, with the right IoT sensors will help you to put the right amount of the medicine to your body. So that kind of innovations are already there. Your watches, smart watches, and your security, all the things. IoT is the number of use cases what we will be having in IoT is endless. Just your imagination is a key here to have more research projects in IoT area. AI and ML, I think it is, he's going to talk about it, and it's a great area. And with the generative AI, which I talked about, the large language models, and at least 2 examples is, during the COVID, the pandemic, the C Camp, right? I think it is one of the initiatives launched by Government of India to ensure the diagnostic kits of the COVID. It has to reach millions of kits. It has to reach, and it has to source from the suppliers. So that kind of platform was built. That entire platform was, I think, powered by TCS TechSam, right? I think that we built. I think that we are proud. We contributed to the India and the world during the COVID. And the second is the twinning, right? Twinning is digital twin. All of you know about this. This is one of the happening area. And we cloned the digital twin of Pune city. So we were able to identify which part of Pune city will get affected, right, during COVID. So the government can do a preventive mechanism to ensure the COVID will not spread in that area. So digital twin is one area which you will be able to do that. So the modeling in finance, medical, all the things are possible in using digital twin and with the AI and ML. So you'll be able to do that. The XAI is a term. I want all of you to Google it and find out what is XAI, right? I think apart from the ChatGPT is what the XAI is offering, you need to find out. Generative AI, we just talked about it. EduTech is going to change by generative AI. The content and content creation, scientific research is going to be held by this, right? And we have our own India-based, I think, Faces of India, the generational AI model by IIT Madras. Part of AI for Bharat is already, it is on, and more than 10,000 faces are being identified based on ethnicity and gender and location. They classified, and that will be used in the security and real-time security and things like that. So India is making right steps, and we are building the right infrastructure to become the global leader, right? And how you can, the important thing is Amakrushi is one Government of India chatbot. Initially it is a AI based chatbot, now it is a generative AI also getting involved. So more than 66 lakhs farmers are getting benefited from that, I think. So you need to do a lot of research and do in this area, right? I think there are a lot of opportunities again. Extended reality, all of you know that now Meta is coming there, metaverse and things like that. Imagine in any area you will be able to do things in this using extended reality. Our Tanishq, our professor was talking about Titan, right? Tanishq stores, we created the virtual stores based on region specific, and it's a interactive, right? If I go to Telangana, the interaction, the visual experience which I get in the Telangana Tanishq store will be different from what is in Chennai, right, or in Delhi. So that's kind of thing we created using TCS Presence. It's our own product. So we are doing, a lot of research is being done in this area. Since it's a research cell inauguration, I am giving you the lot of the areas where already the progress is made, but you can be part of these things in your research, right? And again, the war deck, right? I think the simulators of, it is there for last 70 years, the simulation of things in defense forces. But now with the IoT and the AI and things like that, I think we are able to pin, I think Ladakh or Antarctic or wherever it is, I think they can simulate things based on the technologies which we created using the extended reality or augmented reality. So these are the few Indian examples which I think it will be relevant to you. So the skills required, I put it here. I think anyway I'll share this with Professor Jay Kumar. You understand and learn the skills not only for getting a placement, which our dear professors will talk about it, but for you to do a project, research project, or you to have a startup in this great university, Central University, where the funds are going to be there, right? So you need to know the skills. You need to master the skills. So I thought I'll put a slide on this. Please have a look at it. That's all from my short presentation. I think I was given only 15-20 minutes. So, but we will definitely connect. We'll definitely connect and we'll see how we can collaborate. So one announcement, the cyber security part, which definitely we are going to collaborate with this university students and see how it is going to help, because that is a one area which apart from IoT and other areas, cyber security is one area. The opportunities will be plenty, and you will be but whoever is going to enroll in the course, we want a commitment, because last time when we offer a similar course in some of the colleges, they didn't take it seriously. So we want a commitment from the students, yes, that we will complete the course. Anyway, you will get the credit for that. So that kind of commitment is needed, because definitely as a computer science students, you, not only computer science students, I would say like all the circuit students and mechanical engineers, they have to know cyber security. So it is a must skill for everyone. So that course will be offered free of cost, I think, to all of you, and there will be credit will be transferred. So credit will be given. So it's a great course, and we'll come back with the modalities. And once again, I thank the professors, my friend Dr. Jayakumar sir, for giving me this opportunity to address all of you. It is a beginning of good relationship between Pondicherry University and TCS. We will ensure, I think, you get the right inputs, right skilling through our experts in TCS, because I already mentioned we have 6 lakh plus employees, and there are thousands of technology experts available. And from this Pondicherry itself, hundreds or thousands of employees are working in TCS. It's a great opportunity. Only thing is we need to put the right buttons, and they can come and teach, and they can come and give some lectures and seminars. So once again, thank you. Wish you all the best.
Good afternoon, guys. Apologize, there is a delay. Okay. I'm a techie, hands-on techie, bringing the value to the client. So straight away, I'm jumping into the pool. My name is Jawahar Govindraj, for about 24-25 years of working experience. Almost I've worked on different technologies across different industries. For the past 15 years, I'm in the space of banking and fintech. Banking and fintech in the sense, of course, even it can be retail banking or a corporate banking, payment, investment, contact center, asset management, it can be anything. My role is almost a horizontal role. Horizontal in the sense, how can we call? This is something like, so working with, across different business verticals, we call it as. Hold on. So understanding their business, what are the different problems they are having. Based on that, kind of we provide a solution. So these solutions, in the sense, we call it as digital transformation and innovation. It's a combination of multiple technologies. Even it can be simple business process management, a workflow engine, or a process mining, or a task mining, or robotic process automation, or artificial intelligence, machine learning, or it can be OCR, data extraction technology. It can be anything, combination of everything. Even if you are taking any banking side, even if you are taking KYC in the sense, know your client or a customer, this particular business process and business scenario, it keeps on touching across multiple technologies. Say, for example, if you are going to a bank, if you want to open a bank, you are writing something in a document, in a piece of paper. This piece of paper in digital banking, what we do in the sense, through OCR and IDP technologies, we extract all documents and data and putting it into the system. The system, it takes all the decision through BPM or rules engine. Then the complete automation orchestration comes into the picture through robotic process automation. So normally we keep on calling it as RPA is nothing but a low-hanging fruit. It doesn't have any brain. If any complex and complicated rules in the sense, we are using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so like that, for each and every business process and business scenario, we are using multiple technologies, combination of everything. So single terminology, we call it as digital transformation and innovation. Okay, let's jump in. Whenever I meet any CXOs, so simply they are telling that we don't bother about what technology you guys are using. You have to generate value for me, or you have to solve the problem. The first problem statement is they would like to reduce the operational cost. Operational cost in the sense what? This is something like in banking. We divide into three areas. One is business, technology, another one is operation. Operation in the sense, we call it as support side. Support in the sense, that's what KPO, BPO guys are sitting. Thousands and thousands of manual workers are sitting and kind of they are doing a manual task. Manual task in the sense, any bank check comes in the sense, they are the one taking everything. Is there any fraud? Is there signature is correct or not? Something like that. So each and everything they keep on doing, and then finally they keep on processing. So always a CXO, they are thinking that how we can able to automate everything. We call it as a straight through processing or something. Okay, that is their first challenge is reducing the operational cost. The second one is how to improve the productivity, efficiency, and the very, very important thing is the customer satisfaction is pretty much important. How I can able to attract new customers, also how I can able to retain the customers. Okay, all these business problems they would like to address using the latest emerging technologies. Okay, so namesake simply any banking customers they don't even implement any technologies. So keep on evaluating. So how I can able to use this one at what cost, tangible benefit and non-tangible benefits, putting together everything only they try to implement any latest technologies, right? So these are the challenges if you meet any CXOs or any business leaders in future or now. Now the next one is the people are talking about the generative AIs and large language models. What it is, what are the different benefits it is going to give for us. The first one is generative AI is nothing but it's a subset of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So we might have come across supervised learning, unsupervised learning, deep learning, and CNN, RNN, lot of neural networks, everything we have come across, right? Similarly, generative AI is a subset of machine learning, but it has quite a lot of advantages. What are those advantages in the sense, those days if you are building any models in the sense, you have to use quite a lot of data. This data in the sense, structured data, semi-structured data or unstructured data, it will take a lot of time because within the organizations you are having for about 10% or 5% of the data, that's all. That also you have to do quite a lot of data verification, validations you have to do. But remaining 90-95%, it resides somewhere in the social media network or a third party or something like that. So now putting together everything, kind of you have to build a good model, and then once you build the model, then you have to do the fine tuning, corrections, correctivity, lot of things you have to do, right? So now this LLMs, everything is pre-built model is available. For about 70 or 80% of your work is already done. The remaining 20% only, the domain specific thing, your business specific thing, you have to, kind of fine tune it, okay, or, upgrade the model. Or we can call it as, real-time integrations, we have to do little bit. So 70% in the sense, it's a huge cost savings. So that's what, previously, lot of things, from the scratch, we have to build in 2017 and 18 and everything. So it is one of the major benefit to the industry, I can able to say that. This is not only for a banking, fintech, even it comes across, kind of any industry, even manufacturing industries or a government or even tourism, any industries, you can able to take and straight away you can implement this one. Now getting this, LLM model, how it works in the sense, the model, kind of if you are keying in some prompts in the sense, if you are putting some correct, queries in a structured way in the sense, automatically it is going to give the correct output or something like that. This output in the sense, we have to go and, fine tune it, kind of whether, kind of it is coming as expected or not, something like that. We have to do some corrections things, we have to do. So we call it as a prompts engineering also, it is that. Now the next one is, there are quite a lot of, models available. Even GPT is also known of the model, and Llama is there, Bloom is there, BERT is there, FLAN-FT is there, Palm is there. So each and every industry, kind of we have to choose the right models. According to that, we have to fine tune it. Even if you're taking Palm model in the sense, it is a good fit for any medicine related things. Medicine related things in the sense, Google is, developing quite a lot of, similar to ChatGPT, medical professionals, kind of they built quite a lot of ChatGPT. So any medical professionals, if you're going and, if you have some disease or something like that, if you have some doubts, straight away if you're doing something in the sense, immediately it will give some, recommendations and everything. So these are the symptoms, these are the things, straight away you can able to go consult this or something like that. Okay. Similarly, any lung or cancer or something like that, if you're giving 1,000, your report, automatically, it will diagnose, okay, there are 90% possibilities or 80% possibilities or something like that, quick way, it can able to give. So these are the, good thing for generative AI. Now behind the scene, transformer architecture. So this architecture is giving the greatest help to this particular, generative AI technology. So what it is in the sense, previously we are using neural networks, RNN networks, we are using. This network, what happened in the sense, if you're giving a sentence in the sense, it consists of 4 or 5 words. So this one, it refers to the previous word, and based on that, it tries to gauge what is the next word or something like that. So what is the problem here in the sense, without reading the complete whole word, kind of what is the context and intent, it keeps on referring to the previous word and it keeps on giving in the sense, always, the answer is not accurate. So, it is not relevant at all. So that's what the problem with the previous RNN and CNN world, neural networks. But coming to the transformer architecture, self-attention model, what happened is N is to N, the connectivities and reference, it keeps on, kind of doing, then the context, to understand, indexed, kind of intent, it understand, then finally it gives the, what is the next word, correctly, it predicts. This accuracy is almost for about 98 to 99%, but you can keep on, kind of model, fine tune, lot of things you can able to do, up to the 100%, you can able to achieve it. So this self-attention model is one of the greatest asset to this transformer architecture and as well as generative AI technology. Now getting into the use cases wise, so there are quite a lot of use cases, we can able to use, starting from text, image, video, audio, and chatbot, conversational AI, lot of things, we can able to do. So one of the, few things are, kind of innovative writings, if you want to do something, it can able to do everything. So just if you're giving few keywords and connect the dots in the sense, even it can able to write, paragraphs or something like that, even it can able to write a beautiful story or something like that. So all things, it can able to do. In industry, what we are doing in the sense, most of the people, the developers, if you are asking them to write a piece of document, or technical spec or something like that, high level design, low level design in the sense, they don't even write. but AI can able to do it for you. That's all. So connect the dots. It keeps on listening and it keeps on converting everything into the documentation or something like that. Similarly, summarization in the sense, okay, if I'm talking for about 20 pages and 20 minutes or 20 hours or something like that, AI can able to give extract, and it can able to give two sentence or three sentence or something like that. So this kind of summarization also it can able to do. And language translations, very well. So also nowadays, the legal also, the people are using this, pretty much. Even in the court or police office, police station, the people are using this, legal voice, kind of they are doing quite a lot of things. And the document extraction wise, as I said, if you give a piece of document in the sense, it can able to extract everything, and based on that, it can able to process. Even similarly in a trade automation in the sense, what happened is 600 pages and 400 pages are there. So normally a manual person is sitting and kind of reading each and every page, extract the value and feeding into the system. That's what previously people are doing. After implementing this one, kind of people can able to do, the system can able to do within 20 minutes or 10 minutes time, it extracts and do that. And previously manually, people are using for about almost 5 days and 6 days, they are taking. This is the huge benefit, I can able to say that. Now coming to the augmented LLM in the sense, this ChatGPT is a common one, but your domain specific thing, kind of it has to work for you. Say for example, in Amazon, if you are purchasing something in the sense, if you are asking something, okay, the relevant one, oh, this is my order number, so what is the status in the sense, that part of things, that delta, it can able to go talk to the backend system through API or a bot or something like that, it can able to come fetch the details and kind of give it back to you. So these are the common things. Also the code generation is working out for you. Even if you're asking for a Java or a Python or a SQL or whatever it is, or a high level design pattern, best practices, everything it gives and it works out for you. Even something like manufacturing industries, they are using the same thing for CATIA, AutoCAD also, kind of they are using it. Almost for about 70 to 80% of their time cost, they are saving, and that's a way they are improving their productivity and efficiency. Now getting into the project life cycle is, the first one is, so these are the systematic way, kind of we have to use. So first of all, this technology is not for anything and everything or something like that. Carefully, you have to understand the business requirement. That's the first one. So which use cases we are going to use this technology, first one. For that particular use cases, we have to use the correct models, LLM models. There are several models are available. Okay. And second thing is, kind of we have to, based on that, you have to fine tune through, prompt engineering or prompts or something like that. Once everything is done, kind of you have to, do a fine tuning or something like that, and align with the human feedback. This is very, very important thing, because LLM and generative AI, there is a problem. Problem in the sense, there is no automated way of testing what is the output or something like that, because each and every time it keeps on giving different outputs, it keeps on giving. So what happened in the sense, a human is sitting and ensuring that the output is coming perfectly or as it is or close to their expectation or something like that. So that's what the align with the human feedback. And the next one is, everything is done in the sense, we have to evaluate in the sense, this is nothing but a testing or something like that. How closely the output is coming or something like that. What is the accuracy or performance or something. And the next one is, everything is you are happy in the sense, you have to optimize, deploy the model for inference. This is nothing but, kind of once everything coding is done, testing is done, you are getting into the prod or something like that. That's what, we are doing that. Now the final one is, kind of the delta, you have to do. So most of the models are, for about 80 or 90% it keeps on covering. The delta is very, very specific to your business, and you have to connect with the real-time integration or something like that, API. That's what finally you are doing. This is the way the project life cycle, it keeps on working. If you're going through this, kind of it works out very well, almost the success is guaranteed. The next one is, this is something like, what are the different challenges, we are facing in banking and fintech. The banking and fintech is always, it is very, very close to mindset, kind of they are dead against to innovation or something. but still, we have to implement it because there are big scopes for that. The first one is, it has quite a lot of regulations, policies, compliance, they are having. So it has to come across that. The next one is, the people are also asking, we are using, whether it is an open source or closed source or a third party product, are we using or not something. And the next one is the data related things. Data in the sense, always, most of the people are asking for about, GDPR issues or something. Also, they keep on going for metrics, measurements, data, ethics also, we have to think about it, and security related things also, we have to think about it. Now, things are, quite a lot of opportunities in the banking and fintech. Okay, the contact center migration is one of the famous use cases. And previously, the manual way, the people are, giving call and waiting for about, 20 minutes and 30 minutes. We keep on calling this average handling time or something like that. Using this generative AI based chatbot or conversational AI, so within fraction of second you can able to complete your task or something. Similarly, document extraction, we call it as OCR, optical character recognition, and KYC, digital onboarding, we can able to simplify it quickly. Anti-money laundering, we can able to do. Trade automation, we can able to do. Check clearing in the sense, physical check if you are giving in the sense, it extract, all things, all verification and validation for about 40 to 45 different parameters within few fraction of second we can able to do. Also, of course, as I said, code generation, we can able to do. Service delivery management in the sense, this is something like, ticket checking, L1, L2, L3, P1, P2, P3 or something like that. These tickets also, it can able to reduce. And project management also, it can able to do tremendous things. Even you can able to generate a charter or a reports or anything, we can able to do. Now, document generation, as I said, report auditing, we can able to do. Risk side, it can able to do a tremendous job. GRC security also, it can able to do. Now, next best action in the sense, before a customer is getting into any banking, people can able to understand who is this customer, what are the queries they are having, what kind of, wealth they are having. So everything, in predictive way, it can able to do. And front office, middle office, back office also, we can able to do several things. And process side, agile and DevSecOps, we can able to do. Say, for example, this is a chat GPT. If you are putting your, statement, it can able to generate a business case automatically for you. And the next one is, even project chatter also, what happened in the sense, previously a PMO or a project manager, sitting and kind of doing a lot of things, it can able to do it for you. These all are the samples things. Also, if you're doing any EVM calculations and what is that PERT method or critical path method, everything, it can able to do it for you. Okay, so no need to have any big project managers or product managers or PMOs or something. And similarly, risk management also, any management guy, CEO, CTO, simply they're typing something, they can able to get what are the risks I'm having, what kind of reports and dashboard I'm having, everything automatically it can give you for you. This one is a project chatter. So the only thing is you have to type the prompt. Okay, say for example your VC is going in front of the system and typing something, hey, I'm running a big progress on a project or something like that, 10 or something, what is the status in this, and the model it will give you the real-time updates or something like that. And similarly, chief minister and PMs also they can able to get, no need to contact left and right or something like that. The model will tell the truth upfront. And similarly, there are quite a lot of plugins are available. So even planning, prototyping, time, cost management, control management, risk, image, text, workflow, writing assistance and reports, lot of plugins are available. Simply you can able to use it, either it is in a chat GPT or a broad AI or something like that. So you can able to get best out of it. And the final one is this is something like what are the different benefits. So this one is a citizen developer tool. So no need to know much more in-depth knowledge about data science or artificial intelligence or machine learning. So if you know something, how to use, how to key in, that's more than sufficient. Also, because of this LLM models, what happened is for about 70 to 80% of the cost savings, you will be getting, improving the productivity, efficiency, customer satisfaction is really great. And the second thing is, new customers you can able to attract, retain the customers, all things, you can able to do. Right, so these are the few things, and so this is something like how we are getting into implementation side. How long does it take or something like that. Within 3 months time, you can implement, develop and implement everything. And best practices side, if you have to have a clear-cut objective and strategy, vision, and due diligence exercise you have to do. then choose the right one, then finally, you have to get it. So for your information, for training and certifications, AWS, SageMaker, quite a lot of trainings, they are giving. Also, Google Generative AI Studio, okay, again, it's pretty much, simple and free. And Microsoft OpenAI also, quite a lot of tools are available. And also Nemo framework is also NVIDIA is giving, and Hugging Face, Coursera, you can able to complete all the courses. TensorFlow, PMI is giving a dedicated certification for generative AI for a project manager. Okay, so these are the areas you can able to go get it, and few more business cases in banking and financial industries where we can able to use generative AI. So these are the few lists across multiple business side. Right, okay, now the success story is, global trade automation. This one is the final one. So previously 700 pages between one bank to another bank, globally, if you're doing trade, they're doing in the sense. 700 pages, people are, sitting and reading. It takes for about 2 people, 2 weeks time, they're taking. But generative AI, it takes, everything within fraction of second. So that's a way, you can able to get a quick business values. And that's all from my end. Any questions, feel free to contact me.
Okay, thank you, Professor Jaykumar. Good afternoon to everyone. I will try to stick on to these 5-10 minutes because I feel nostalgic being here. What was I told about me was little actually, because I was part of the Pondicherry University placement cell between 2006 and 7. I was the placement officer here. So I'm also happy to share the dais with Dr. Susindran, because the TCS accreditation and MOU happened during that time, and our relationship, the university's relationship with TCS started during 2006 and 7. In fact, I was sitting in your department. The placement cell was functioning there in the second floor. Though people talk about placing multiple thousands of people, many of them do not know who I am, and I also do not know the VIT students who get placed year on year, because our numbers are very high. But those 150 or 200 students who got placed during that time are still in touch with me, and we exchange a lot of ideas. I would like to thank Professor Jaykumar for inviting me here. I just have one slide to show on. This is more of a VIT's case, how VIT students build their profiles right from their first year onwards. So we start talking about the recession that has hit now, the downturn in the industry, but still our students get a lot of good placements, because actually the way they prepare their profile right from the first semester onwards. So when we talk about multiple placement opportunities, you need not get worried. TCS has not come to the campus. Infosys and Wipro did not recruit from the last 2 years. But there are about 1,700 GCCs, what we call as Global Capability Centers. Due to the visa restrictions of US, these Global Capability Centers have established the development centers in India, and they have started recruiting from the campuses, either through on-campus or off-campus. When we say GCCs, say for example, Deloitte has got a big GCC in Bangalore and Hyderabad. So when we talk about the GCC, it's about consulting, analytics, IT product companies. Whoever has got an headquarters in US or other places, they are establishing their GCCs here. So you need not worry about the opportunities. So opportunities are plenty. It is about your profile building or skill building that would enable you to get into any of the companies that are going to recruit. The first and foremost thing is your CGPA. So many people talk about CGPA, and they say actually CGPA doesn't matter. It is all your skills. If you have your skills, actually you will anyways get recruited. From the placement perspective, I would say CGPA is an important parameter, because when we talk about, TCS or any IT services companies allow all of them for the process, because they have their own tool in recruiting students, in having the test conducted. But if you want to get into a product company or any of the GCCs, so they hire using the external vendors who conduct the test process. So when an external vendor conducts a test process, these companies have to pay in dollars for conducting a test. So it will be around $100 to $200 for a test for testing a student. If that being the case, actually the companies also have their own budgets, so they may not be interested in testing all of the students for the test process. So what they do is they take the CGPA as the initial parameter in even allowing the students to sit for the recruitment process, which means actually you may be very good in your programming, you may be very good in your technical skills, but even to sit for a process, your CGPA does matter, and you cannot build your CGPA in your final year. So the CGPA building starts from the first semester of your study. So please ensure that you have your good CGPAs, because the opportunity, see the problem with Pondicherry University is your numbers are less. So this is, I am talking from my experience when I was a placement officer here. So when the companies come, actually they look at larger numbers for the recruitment process. For that case only, we added the consortium colleges when we started our placements. But having said that, actually, so you have opportunities of going for off-campus recruitments, and for that actually your CGPA plays a vital role. So start building your CGPA right from your first semester onwards. And most of you, I think all of you are from PGs, and you will not have an opportunity in case if you keep a backlog at the time of the selection process. So no companies allow any student who has got a current backlog when you appear for your process, or when you appear for a selection process. So your first semester and second semester, since all of you are from PG, you may not have even time to think about your backlog. So right from your first semester, please ensure that you don't have any arrears or backlogs, because that will affect your placement opportunities. The second thing is, the third thing is the industry evaluated certifications. So Dr. Javagar talked about the certifications that are there in the market. So what we do at VIT is actually we ensure that all the students will have at least one industry evaluated certification, be it an AWS, be it a Salesforce, or an ethical hacking certification. So we give them a choice of a basket of certifications. So please don't think that it is an expenditure that you would incur. So it involves a lot of cost, but getting a certification, see, these are the certification usually which are done by the employees after they join the companies. But as a student, if you go with a certification, this adds a lot of value when you attend a recruitment process. So when I speak now, so this year Cognizant has not gone for campus recruitments anywhere. So they are asking students who have got this kind of certification, so they want to do only a skill-based hiring with the students who have done the certification. So the institutions like VIT has got a larger potential and a larger advantage, because all the students will have at least one industry evaluated certification. So this involves money and time and effort, because this is apart from your curriculum. So please make sure that you have at least one industry evaluated certification. You have a lot of that. Actually, you have to do a self-study and take a certification before you come for your recruitment process, which would add value when you attend your recruitment process. The other one is on the industry internships. So you have summer vacation. So please ensure that you go to some startup which doesn't pay you, and try to get an internship. If you are not getting an internship in any of the startups, because the regular companies may not give you an internship because they don't have the budget of giving an internship. You have a lot of startups here or near to your places. Please go and do a internship for about, even if it's about a month or 2 months, please do an internship and add that in your CV. And apart from the internship that you do, if you do some academic projects with your professors, please try to highlight that on your CV, because all this will add value when you go for the recruitment process. So when I talk about the online courses, you have Coursera and Udemy. So as of now, these courses are not given that value, but the companies value that when you start attending the recruitments, because these are all self-learning courses. So if you join any company, TCS or any product company or any company, you don't get this coaching what you get in your the university. So it is the timelines that are given. You are given a task and you have to complete by doing a self-learning mode work. So when a recruiter sees your profile, and if you have seen that you have done a Coursera or a Udemy course, then it adds value to your recruitment process as well, in the sense actually the recruiter understands that you have some interest in doing a self-learning course, and you will be able to do well when you join a company. Importance of soft skills courses actually. So the communication becomes an important role. So you may be very good in your technical skills, but unless otherwise you are able to communicate that whatever you know during the recruitment process, you become a failure. So please start improving your communication skills right from the first semester onwards, so that you would be able to articulate well during the recruitment process. Your area of interest, right from your first semester onwards, choose a subject, and right from the first semester onwards, start gathering information about your area of interest, because the time you will get during the recruitment process is going to be about 30 minutes maximum, 15 to 30 minutes. So the companies also may not, the recruiter also may not like to ask you questions on various topics. So he will ask you an area of interest, and if you say that cyber security is your area of interest, please ensure that you are strong in your fundamentals, right from the fundamentals to the latest happenings about cyber security. So that would help you in the recruitment process. So extracurricular activities, definitely, whether you have it or you do it or not, please ensure that you have something put on your resume, which may be a sports or a music. So this also adds value to your resume. See, if you take any of the VIT students' profile, you will see many of them working in some NGOs. There are a lot of NGOs actually which are working in and around Vellore. So they will have at least participation in any of the NGOs. So this will not only help you in your placements, this will also help you when you go for your higher studies. So if you have some NGOs here, just participate and have that participation included in your resume. The last slide is the last point is about the academic publications. This also adds a lot of value. You have a lot of professors who do a lot of research here. Please join with them and start publishing at least one paper before you come for your recruitment process. This is a key differentiator. Since you are studying in a university, this is expected of you. So if you are able to have one academic publication before you come for the recruitment process, this will be a key differentiator for you in any of the process. So that's all from me. The only thing is, see, this is a piece of advice actually based on my experience with Pondicherry University, because our numbers were less, and see, we are definitely top than the affiliated colleges here. We are definitely top. You have come through a all India entrance, but keep this egos aside, because the opportunities may come with a college in Pondicherry or a college in Chennai where you need to travel. This is an off-campus recruitment. If you think that why should I go and attend a recruitment process with a smaller college, actually you will not get this opportunity. So please don't mind going and attending a recruitment process in case if your placement cell or the department ask you to go and attend a recruitment process. Please go and attend, because these kind of opportunities will not be there. So when we started our consortium placements, the university students were attending recruitments in colleges like Manakal Vinayagar, Rajiv Gandhi and all. So we need to tell them actually these are the opportunities. In that year, 2006 and 7, all of them got placed, and with a very high average salary compared to there will be 10 students going from the university, there will be hundreds of students attending from the other colleges. But when the final results come, all these 10 students who have gone from the university would get placed. So these are the opportunities that you would have. So unless you use these opportunities, it will be very difficult. The advantage of having Professor Jayakumar as your HOD is, I think, is not there. So he was the placement officer of Pondicherry University, and he has got friends across the colleges, the placement officer. So he will have the opportunity of networking with all of them, getting opportunities for you. So with the coordination of the placement cell, he may be able to organize internship recruitment. Most of you are from PGs. See, most of the bigger product companies, they need PG students for their internship, 6 months or 10 months internship, and all the internships are convertible into full-time offers. So this is a great opportunity for you. With the help of your placement cell and Professor Jayakumar, I think you will be able to get more opportunities in the going forward. We would definitely, myself and Dr. Arunachalam would be helping Jayakumar and your placement cell in getting this done. And this is my alma mater also, actually, because I did my PhD from Pondicherry University, same in this Department of Management Studies. So I would like to thank for the opportunity given and look forward to interacting with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable perspective and advice with us. Our third keynote speaker for the day is Dr. L. Arunachalam, Dean, Training and Placements of Sairam Group of Educational Institutes, Chennai.
Good afternoon to one and all. Most respected distinguished dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear students. Even the VC, the Vice Chancellor, when he spoke here, he enlightened the opportunities of doing research. And you have n number of opportunities in opening up your the thirst in the area of your research. Please, those who are interested in doing research, focus on that. Campus interview, the terminology, the nomenclature was totally changed now. It was campus interview, now it's talent acquisition. Where if you have talents, you are hired. So please try to enhance the skill sets, the talents with you in technology. Number one. They normally look into the students, the freshers, whether they are employable, trainable. Now, they started looking into from the freshers whether they are deployable into the projects directly. When they complete the degree, they need to get engaged in the company as billable from the day one. This is the thought process what all the recruiters have started having and focusing on. Please equip yourself, enhance yourself to be billable from the day one by proving yourself in the respected talents, in the respected technology, whatever it is. Then, my topic given to me was placement through digital footprints. Everybody sitting here, you might have heard about Hacker Earth. The Hacker Earth, it's a platform where you can get all information about Hacker Rank. What are the events happening, when it's happening, how to register in that. I would like to quote a small example, live example. My son is working in a company in Chennai, and he got a friend, and he is very active in participating in hackathon. Believe me, in a month, he is getting minimum 3,000 to 5,000 US dollars a month in winning in different hackathons. He is regularly participating. He is earning more than what he earns from as a salary, compensation from his organization. So that kind of interest you should develop. So if you look into that, if we started participating in different hackathons, it's multiple hackathon is going on in various areas, and it's a small problem, and you can just give some solution. You are the winner, and you will get in dollars. It's continuously happening. Please have a hunt, search, and started participating in those hackathon events. Then, making yourself successful in getting a good placement with a good compensation package in a great company, it's not being done or achieved in over a night or over a period of 1 week preparation. Please do some practice in solving the problems every day. There are a lot of online platforms. Lead Code, you just Google it. Lead Code is there. You just go and do it. And there are other platforms also there to make you practice every day. If you start doing or solving a problem or creating a program a day, if you do it 2 programs a day, by the end you finish your degree and you will be able to make, say, I have solved about 300 problems, 400 problems, and you can pronounce yourself, you are very strong in problem solving. So please started practicing it from the day one in making small problems in the platform like Lead Code. Please try to practice it. It give you the best results when you plan for your career start. Then, in a day, honestly, please touch your heart and say, in a day, if you just open your smartphone and if you look into that, the screen time, the active screen time hours, minimum 4 hours a day, you will be spending it on various things like social media, Instagram, Facebook, this and that. 4 hours a day. Say if you a normal student, if you start from here and start counting it, and if you are using the same habit till 60 years of your age, 12 years of your life is waste. I didn't say the life expectancy, life is lost. Life is waste. 12 years, you till 60, you are going to spend the life without achieving the purpose of the life, without earning anything, learning anything, and even enjoying anything in terms of entertainment. 12 years is waste. This is the reality, this is a calculation proved. Please, try to reduce your habit of using your smartphone in the best possible way. Don't waste your time. You young blood, if you waste your time, just imagine, each and everyone, honestly, if 12 years is waste without making anything, what's a huge loss to your family, to the nation. So please, be smart in using smartphone and make your life beautiful. With this small advice, I wish each and everyone sitting here to have a great career start. And we, actually, I personally thank Mr. Jayakumar, my close friend, sitting here. When he calls me to come here, before that he said, please give a chance and open up the doors of the opportunity whenever, if you have any chance, if your company comes there, and we are ready to send our students to participate in our process, and we are open, and you are all welcome to come to our institution to participate in any drive, and definitely we'll share the invitation with you all. Do not hesitate, as Mr. Sam said, do not hesitate to go and participate in any other opportunity in and around you. Be it in Chennai or be it in Pondicherry. Please, opportunity will come to you. I strongly believe in luck and opportunity. Opportunity will come to your life only once in life. And if you miss that opportunity, it may come back to you again, and nobody knows when. It may happen on next day, or it may happen after 2 or 4 years sometimes. So please do not miss any opportunity. Wish you all the best and have a great career start. Good luck to you. Thank you. Good afternoon to one and all. Most respected distinguished dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear students. Even the VC, the Vice Chancellor, when he spoke here, he enlightened the opportunities of doing research. And you have n number of opportunities in opening up your the thirst in the area of your research. Please, those who are interested in doing research, focus on that. Campus interview, the terminology, the nomenclature was totally changed now. It was campus interview, now it's talent acquisition. Where if you have talents, you are hired. So please try to enhance the skill sets, the talents with you in technology. Number one. They normally look into the students, the freshers, whether they are employable, trainable. Now, they started looking into from the freshers whether they are deployable into the projects directly. When they complete the degree, they need to get engaged in the company as billable from the day one. This is the thought process what all the recruiters have started having and focusing on. Please equip yourself, enhance yourself to be billable from the day one by proving yourself in the respected talents, in the respected technology, whatever it is. Then, my topic given to me was placement through digital footprints. everybody sitting here, you might have heard about Hackereth. The Hackereth, it's a platform where you can get all informations about HackerRank. What are the events happening, when it's happening, how to register in that. I would like to quote a small example, live example. My son is working in a company in Chennai, and he got a friend, and he is very active in participating in hackathon. Believe me, in a month, he is getting minimum 3,000 to 5,000 US dollars a month in winning in different hackathons. He is regularly participating. He is earning more than what he earns from as a salary, compensation from his organization. So that kind of interest you should develop. So if you look into that, if we started participating in different hackathons, it's multiple hackathon is going on in various areas, and it's a small problem, and you can just give some solution. You are the winner, and you will get in dollars. It's continuously happening. Please have a hunt, search, and started participating in those hackathon event. Then, making yourself successful in getting a good placement with a good compensation package in a great company, it's not being done or achieved in over a night or over a period of 1 week preparation. Please do some practice in solving the problems every day. There are a lot of online platforms. Lead Code, you just Google it. Lead Code is there, you just go and do it. And there are other platforms also there to make you practice every day. If you start doing or solving a problem or creating a program a day, if you do it 2 programs a day, by the end you finish your degree, and you will be able to make, say, I have solved about 300 problems, 400 problems, and you can pronounce yourself, you are very strong in problem solving. So please started practicing it from the day one in making small problems in the platform like Lead Code. Please try to practice it. It give you the best results when you plan for your career start. Then, in a day, honestly, please touch your heart and say, in a day, if you just open your smartphone and if you look into that, the screen time, the active screen time hours, minimum 4 hours a day, you will be spending it on various things like social media, Instagram, Facebook, this and that. 4 hours a day. Say if you a normal student, if you start from here and start counting it, and if you are using the same habit till 60 years of your age, 12 years of your life is waste. I didn't say the life expectancy, life is lost. Life is waste. 12 years, you till 60, you are going to spend the life without achieving the purpose of the life, without earning anything, learning anything, and even enjoying anything in terms of entertainment. 12 years is waste. This is the reality, this is a calculation proved. Please, try to reduce your habit of using your smartphone the best possible way. Don't waste your time. You young blood, if you waste your time, just imagine, each and everyone, honestly, if 12 years is waste without making anything, what's a huge loss to your family, to the nation. So please, be smart in using smartphone and make your life beautiful. With this small advice, I wish each and everyone sitting here to have a great career start. And actually, I personally thank Mr. Jayakumar, my close friend, sitting here. When he calls me to come here, before that he said, please give a chance and open up the doors of the opportunity whenever, if you have any chance, if your company comes there, and we are ready to send our students to participate in our process, and we are open, and you are all welcome to come to our institution to participate in any drive. and definitely will share the invitation with you all. Do not hesitate, as Mr. Sam said, do not hesitate to go and participate in any other opportunity in and around you. It may be it in Chennai or be it in Pondicherry. Please, opportunity will comes to you. I strongly believe in luck and opportunity. Opportunity will comes to your life only once in life, and if you miss that opportunity, it may come back to you again, and nobody knows when. It may happen on next day, or it may happen after 2 or 4 years sometimes. So please do not miss any opportunity. Wish you all the best and have a great career start. Good luck to each and everyone. Thank you.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all. With profound gratitude, I stand before you to extend our heartfelt appreciations on this auspicious occasion, wherein we have the grand inauguration cum induction of the first year programs, the PU Docs Research Forum, and the PU Docs CII. Today we are honored by the gracious presence of distinguished delegates from academia, industry, our esteemed Vice Chancellor, the Director of Research, the Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, and other faculty and students from other departments. Their erudition and inspirational talk have added immense value to this momentous event. Our Vice Chancellor, a paragon of vision and leadership, has consistently guided our institution towards excellence. So we are very grateful for his gracious presence and blessings. I sincerely thank the presence of the Director of Research, which has ignited the flames of curiosity and research among our scholars. The knowledge and wisdom imparted by our distinguished guests, Dr. Susindran, Dr. Jahar, Dr. Samuel, and Dr. Arnachalam, have not only enlightened our students but also instilled in them a newfound zeal for learning, innovation, and excellence.